Hello, Grow USA Organic family. Glenn from Grow USA Organic coming at you with a quick video I wanted to do today. The name of the video is, well, in this case, 4 items on eBay that suck, that have to do with gardening and growing. But before I do that, I was just going, my desk is a little messy. This is the seeds I planted March 10th. Of course, I was too early, but we had some freezing weather. And I've got the harvest, you know, how many I planted, the price, how long it takes to seed. So if you could see that or not. All these, I'll bring it in a little closer. All right, they're all dead. So none of that actually happened because of the cold weather. I'll have a good video of how outside looks now because I've replanted, but today's video really quickly, and it's funny, you know, I'm going through these seeds now. Some of those seeds died because of me and the cold weather, not because of me. Well, me because of the cold weather, planting them a little early, built a little greenhouse out there, wasn't super insulated, so we had like a run of 3 days that was about 30-something degrees. Obviously that had played a big part in why the seeds didn't last, but I continued to plant them, and only in like this little terrarium that I have in the back room was anything sprouting. But it's like chai, right? And chai is like this big. I don't even know what to do with it. Like tea, you know? And that feeds into this, right? And that is the items on eBay, the garden stuff on eBay. That sucks. I want to use that word. The first one is an 8-pot hydroponic grow system. Looks like I wrote 52 bucks. That's this thing. And it's a total piece of junk. It's flimsy material, of course. You've got the different vegetable flower lights, water. It's got a pump, but here's a big problem. This piece here, if you could see that, it's probably too dark. I don't bring the camera, but there's a little grommet that fits in there, and I pulled it out just to, you know, I had used it and to clear out the water, and I couldn't get it back in, and I was forcing on it, and I pricked it a little bit, and it leaked a little bit as I refilled and redid it. Emailed the company, which is God knows where. That's part of the email address, turbos11@turbos11.com. And anyway, they didn't get back to me at all for a new grommet, so I just rigged something up. But you get these little crappy, corky, nothing. You don't want stuff like this, because anytime, even when my friends ask me when they're using planters, should I put some rocks in there, but never put anything there but soil, you know? I mean, there's holes in there for a reason. And any of that stuff can cause root rot. Anyway, this is the little device that sits in. You put the seed in there. It barely works, but of course on the photo of it, it's this big, beautiful plant that just, I'm bursting. This is adjustable, but it doesn't really matter. That's piece of crap item number 1. Piece of crap, well, items that suck. The reusable large plant bag. Okay, so it was only $9, so I figured I'd gamble. It's this color. I just went in the yard looking for it. It's about that long, that big, that deep. The idea is you put, you know, soil in it, and it's a grow bag. Well, part of it being a bag is that it has handles and you can pick it up and move it. But because of its length, rectangularly, if you pick it up, it sags on both sides. So now I'm not even using it to hold soil in to drag it around when I need to use it. I'm not using it at all. So $10, not a lot of money to know that they suck. Down the tubes, but there are ones that are more upright. They make like a 5-gallon. Ones that are this way, yes, you can definitely do that. I've got a little shrub out there growing in one pretty nicely. But the longer ones like this, the exact name was the reusable large plant grow bag. Fabric. Crap. Sucks. Next one. Heirloom. These are going to be 2 seed ones now. Number 3 and number 4. Heirloom 42 vegetable variety pack. So it's non-GMO, 12,800 seeds for 30 bucks. That is this one. No, sorry. This is the next one. Okay, that's fine. It's out in the garage, and I keep my seeds in the refrigerator if you can. That's usually what we did. That's what we did at the farm, and that usually seemed to be the best. But anyway, you know, what they do when they give you a high seed count is it's going to be like mustard seed and like chive, of course, whey, W-H-E-Y. These ones that they can stuff, you know, 5,000 in or whatever, 4,000, and then they're up to 8,000 already, and you know the rest of them are really just crap. So that's number 3 because I don't have it with me. $28 for 42 variety pack of 12,800 seeds. But this is the winner of them all. This is the 300,000. Actually, now that I think about it. Okay, never mind. This is the 300,000 heirloom. Got to say that, which is bull because heirloom has to do with, you know, longevity. A seed that maybe like, you know, had a place in time that was very popular and it was preserved and it has a lineage and heirloom. It's just like you can throw the word heirloom onto anything and make it sound, you know, so sophisticated, so noble, but it doesn't work. See that? And when I first opened it up, I was like, wow, because it came in this with a cover, this little bucket. Cute little guy. I think these are from the other bag, so you can see inside how many I have here. Right? I'm pretty much convinced that none of them work. I'm pretty much convinced that they're all duds. But, you know, cauliflower, that little seed, I planted cauliflower at the farm. That was one of our biggest. We had the gold, the white, and the purple. The seed didn't look like that. You know, whatever. Scallions, beets, Detroit dark red. That one almost looks legitimate. I'll plant those today. How about that? And we'll get back to you. But anyway, so yeah, beets again. Here's a bull's blood. The beets maybe, but they feel dry. The idea, which is in my ebook too, a sub-chapter on seeds, is like you have to get the best company. What the best one is, whatever it is. Johnny's, of course, in Maine is a big one for my use. The plumpest, the ripest, the freshest. Yeah, I know, like, you know, certain lettuces, brassicas is better, have the littlest, you know, you have to like get them with a tweezer to pull them out one by one, or they have machines, not a machine, but a little hand thing that you can sort them when they're very small. But, you know, these just aren't very, I mean, if it's a survival situation, you're not going to survive, right, on this. You know, you'll definitely need another plan, like a rifle at a place that has a lot of deer or moose or something, even squirrel. But anyway, so that's it. I just want to make a quick video today. But look, here's this guy walking into this very bountiful field, even though it all looks like weeds. None of it looks like vegetable to me, you know. And he looks like a very, you know, kind of calm farmer, happy, you know. Well, this is not a calm, happy farmer over here. This is someone who's, I mean, I think I'm going to just send them a letter to these people, message through eBay, and just let them know this stuff stinks, you know. So I'm going to plant all of it. You know, the backyard today, I planted a lot yesterday, so there'll be a video coming up on what's going on out there, which is exciting. I think I have to put a part 2 of these. Oh, here's another quick rant of the asparagus that I bought from Home Depot. They come in the slips. They're like already partially grown. Well, they've been in the back now for over a week. I soaked them. I think they're dead as a doornail. They have no look of life to them. So if you, it doesn't say on the packaging, because I read every package top to bottom, it did say on the package you have to plant within this amount of time. It says when you are recommended to plant after the frost, after this, after that. I had them probably maybe about 2.5 weeks. These things aren't going to make it. They didn't even start. They're not even green. They're brown. They look like a, you know, shredded paper bag. But anyway, so that's the rant for the day. I'm going to do a rant on Amazon items for the garden that suck, and there's a lot of those, probably more because I bought more of fixtures of like things to do, hoop houses and just the plastics and the clamps and they all were such garbage. And I am going to start doing a homemade, because I had done a homemade hydroponic system and I bought material yesterday for it. I have one back here I want to work on. So that's going to happen probably sooner than later, based on my frustration with purchasing some of this stuff. You know, you have to get like industrial or commercial quality, farm quality. You're not going to get the right stuff on eBay, and I'm not even talking survival or prepper. I'm talking about just like a counter at home. Plus, we sell that at Grow USA Organic, which is really what I should be talking about, right? We have these little planters that I've filled with this beautiful material. I should have brought it in. It's almost like the lining that you would use for a pool. It's actually thicker. It's what you would cover for concrete to keep it from the moisture coming out to get into your house when the foundation's put down. But it's this beautiful bright green. And I stained all these beautiful French wine boxes, different sizes, you know, depending on what you want. Then I put this layer, and then I fill it with all of my good soil, with the worm castings. We've talked about this, you know, all the right organic stuff, and plant with this good seeds that I have that are growing out there. and you can get that for less than, this is hydroponic, so it's different, but and put on your windowsill. It's beautiful, you know, beautiful stuff. So I encourage you to go on growusaorganic.com, message me. You can find me on, you know, just type in Grow USA Organic at Google, and you'll find Instagram, whatever, YouTube, X, and message me if you're interested, because the season's coming pretty soon, you know, so we'll be ready. We're not ready yet, but another 2-3 weeks, I think the plants will be, you know, mature enough to get into someone's hands. A good home for good customers. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Glenn from Grow USA Organic, August 24th, 2025.